Crispy salt and vinegar potatoes. Stay tuned and see how they turn out. I'm Tess, and welcome to my kitchen. This recipe is from one of those quick recipe videos you see on Facebook. I traced this crispy salt and vinegar potatoes recipe to Bon Appetit, and I've included the recipe in the description box below. The potatoes look so good, and the recipe just fascinated me, so I thought I would give it a try and bring you along. I have 1.5 pounds of mini yellow Dutch potatoes that I cleaned and sliced in half. I'm adding 1 tablespoon of kosher salt, 1 cup of white vinegar, and covering with water by 1 inch. Stirring, bringing up to a boil, reducing to a simmer, and cooking the potatoes until they're fork tender, which will take about 20 minutes. I don't want the potatoes to be falling apart because I will be frying them next. The concept here is the potatoes being cooked in the vinegar will take on the vinegar flavor. After 20 minutes, I'm draining the potatoes and laying out on a paper towel to absorb the extra water. Next, I'm seasoning with some kosher salt and black pepper. In my large cast iron skillet on medium-high, I'm adding 2 tablespoons of butter and my potatoes. Cooking and turning until they're golden brown and crisp, and that's going to take about 8 to 10 minutes. If you like this crispy salt and vinegar potato recipe and review, please remember to give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and leave a comment below. You can also find me and more of what I'm cooking on Facebook and Tess Cooks For You blog. And then I'm removing from the heat. The recipe requires a flaky sea salt, and this is what I found at Walmart. First, I'm drizzling with some white vinegar, sprinkling over some of the flaky sea salt, and then finally topping off with some chopped chives. We like the crispy salt and vinegar potatoes. On a scale of 1 to 5, I would give this recipe a 3. The amount of cooking vinegar called in the recipe did not penetrate the potatoes as much as I thought. There was a mild hint of vinegar flavor on the inside of the potatoes. The drizzle of vinegar at the end did help give them a boost of flavor. The salt and the chives were really nice. The flaky sea salt goes a long way, so be careful in the amount. Overall, a nice side dish, but would make some adjustments next time in the amount of cooking vinegar and or maybe the cut of the potatoes. I enjoyed trying out this new recipe, and I hope you enjoyed watching. Serving tonight with some baked chicken and corn. Until next time, enjoy. And thanks so much for joining me here in my kitchen. You can subscribe here for my future video recipes. And remember to come visit me on Facebook. You never know what I might be cooking. Until next time, much love.